I'm all good. We're live, yeah?
Are we live?
All right.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Womp, 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 womp.
Woi, we're here.
Finally, it is after TV.
Do you know what? Kind of my fault a little bit. Got to big up Mooch,
Listen,
first of
let's
all.
come on, you need to take a
But
bit
the
more blame than
traffic
that.
in London
Bro,
is so bad.
Oh my days, this guy's gonna blame
And can I tell you why I'm wearing a mask? It's not because of COVID. He just dropped one.
It's because, oh, come on, bro. I told you to make sure you wear a mask because of the bad breath, bro. Come on. Told you. You just got to be about 5-1 already, bro. I'm going to win this, bro. So what's out there? Come on. What's going on, man? Everything good, yeah?
Yes. How are you people?
What's happening? Everybody good out there? Can we see the comments on what people are saying and stuff? I'm trying to get this up on my thing.
There is comments over there, but we can
Is
look at it online. We've got our laptops here.
I've got my little thing here. Let me see if I can get
So yes, how's everyone doing? We're sorry that we're running a little bit late. Oh yeah, cool. Big up. We see everyone comments like come flying in. How are you? So so the idea here, I'm taking over Skibber's show, but the idea here is like, we're going to talk about, just have a little bit of laugh in the show, talk about things to do with the scene, just basically what's going on right now with this whole madness of COVID. Basically, we're going to touch upon mental health. There's a lot of, it's a massive thing. It's been a massive thing for years, but I think this pandemic has highlighted that, right?
Mental health in the music industry as well. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad.
Because obviously lots of,
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that, yeah. But we got loads of, we want to talk about some of the artists out there. Like there's some, if you lot following Skibber's show, I've actually found a couple of artists from listening to his show. So anyone out there that's like wanting to find some new, fresh DMB, you got to lock into like Skibber's live shows.
Come on, man. I've been amazed, to be honest, how I've been just stumbling across them. There's so many good talented young kids coming. I've got to big up some of the heads from Bristol.
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do that later. We're just giving an introductory right now. But can you see our settings?
Yeah, man.
The picture's crisp. Come on, man. You know when fantasy gets involved, things get done.
Here we go.
Things get done proper.
No, but to be honest, I like this setup. I was just asking, what's his name, Mooch? Yeah,
Mooch.
And I'm liking this whole setup. It's not the OBS thing, but I'm like, all right, but what is this? It looks very workable, so I think I'm going to be definitely looking into this and see what we can go with this. But yeah, big ups to all the massive.
And we got questions as well. We got loads of questions from you lot.
Already there,
but we'll get onto that in a minute. But what I want to do, if it's okay with you, we want to talk first before we get into the laughs and the jokes or whatever. We want to talk about what's happening right now. There's a lot of people are like everyone's in a bit of a confused state now. What it is, Skibber's got an event on the 25th of October. It's called Come Dine with Ski.
That's right.
And basically, it's a social distanced, within government guidelines event. And Skibs, you've actually got some information that you want to give them. He sorted out today. Absolute legend. He sorted out some things today with the tables and all that.
Yeah. Obviously, there was a lot of confusion and people was like, oh, I haven't got anybody else to go with and stuff like that. I spoke to some guys at the club and they was like, you know what? We can adapt if we need to, you know what I mean? So they've made some 4 tables available, and I think they've even got a couple of VIP, like 2 tables.
Yeah, there's only a limited amount of tables for 2 people. So my advice is get over there and get them from deaftickets.co.uk.
I'm gassed because I just walked through, and that's the first time I've actually even been here. You know what I mean? Properly, we've seen it open anyway, and just walking through, and I was like, the food, that food. So what we've got: Greek, Chinese,
French, burger, and
something else as well. Not
Indian. Yeah, Chinese.
5 different. It's come down with ski, man. You know what I mean? I had to give you more than a 1 dead burger.
Also, as well, don't forget there is like 90 minutes of bottomless drinks.
That's right. Now that's where these come into play because, I spoke to some guys about this earlier. This is Fresh Heads. And that's the fresh. Let's get him straight on it. Listen, Fresh Heads.
I need to take these whenever I get on the phone to Skibs. sorry. You know what? These Fresh Heads, they are wicked. Proper, I don't drink, right? But I gave these to a few of my pals last year when they first come out, and they were like, and they actually called me the next day, and they were like, do you know what? we don't have a headache. And what they didn't realise is I was feeding them water, not vodka. No. But anyway, fresh eggs.
I'm going to leave a pack of these on each table as well, so you guys can try them out when you come, because that, 90 minutes. But I mean, I did say to people, I came on live a little bit earlier, I was like, listen, everybody, even, drink responsibly, please. You know what it is? More than anything, I know people are itching to go out, and everyone's wanting, hey, go mad. But it's a social distance event, you know what I mean? You can't be doing backflips from table to table and head spins and trying to, you know what I mean? Do a madness in there. We want to try and just ease everybody into it, because we want to make sure that we get to do more events, you know what I mean? So,
and for those that don't know, the Vauxhall Beer Garden, as it's called, is actually the back of Fire and Light Box. Now, I know all of you know about Fire and Light Box Club, and what they've done. We're going to go for a walkthrough. I think you did a walkthrough earlier, but we're going to do a walkthrough later. They've covered the whole outdoor area. They've got tables. They've got light. They've done such a great job. But then again, all the venues have had to adapt.
Adapt, if you still want to be earning. I mean, that's the thing. That's one thing that we're going to speak about. The way that there's a lot of venues that there was never really been any big smoking area or anything like that. So those venues
they're in problems.
Big trouble, because I mean, you can't really adapt those smoking areas into somewhere where you can, do business, really and truly. So those areas those clubs are, I can think of like Fabric.
No, actually, Fabric does have a smoking area. It's not a bad one, but I don't think I don't think Fabric are open. But so listen, what we're going to do is just basically 25th of October. There is now Skibbers. There's obviously tables of 6. And there's obviously going to be tables of 4 now, and then limited amount of tables of 2. So we've got to big up all the team behind the Vauxhall Beer Garden. They've really gone out of their way. As soon as the government are making any announcements, they're straight on the telephone saying, "Listen, don't worry." They're right on it. Your safety is paramount. And one thing we've got to say before we move on is, if by any stretch of the imagination that the event is cancelled for any reason whatsoever, whether it's like a lockdown or whatever, full refund, no moving date, none of that malarkey, bam, straight refund. No messing about, and you've basically got a Skibber guarantee, fantasy guarantee. The one thing is, you lot are the most important people to us. The people, the ravers, the drum and bass community, you lot are the most important people.
Have been chicken jerked off a lot, with
well, I don't know. I'm gonna sit on this fence. It's about the size of this.
No, but I'm just talking about in terms of, look how many over the last couple of months, they say, how many events have been advertised, cut. There's a lot of chicken jerking with all of that stuff, and sometimes it's quite hard to, if you pay for something for an event, it's quite a long process getting your money back and stuff like that.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like Shabba, before lockdown, Shabba had an event, and as soon as it got locked down, within 2 weeks, like we knew that the event wasn't going to go ahead. Shabba just basically instructed all the money back, no messing about, just as soon as like you can go back again, the event will come back and everything. But you know what? We can hear pling, ping, 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 loads of things going on. So, well, listen, I want to start, right? I mean, obviously, I've been watching him live. I've only done one live thing, and that was for Future Bound, that all around the world thing.
That's right,
and that was like more of an album launch. But like, what I want to talk about what I've been doing,
go on.
Just quickly during lockdown. And one of the things I've been doing, even though I don't look right, but I've been trying to keep fit. Yeah, I've been trying to keep fit.
Really?
Right, and I've been doing some workouts. I've got to big up Lee and like all the team.
What, you've been going to the gym?
Bruv. Let me tell you about. Come on, man. Look at this. I'm telling you now, Fantasy been working out, bruv. I've been working out hard.
Stop.
He didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh, my
So, do you know what, right? Where's that hat? Like, so you know what? I've been doing this thing called D&B Hit.
All
right? D&B Hit. Let me just show you, yeah? D&B Hit. What I need you all to do right now is I need you to go online and like follow D&B Hit online. Also, go and check out the website, D&B Hit. It's turned, you know what I looked like before lockdown. Look at me now, yeah? Come on, man. That's how I'm rolling out here, yeah?
I'm going to go
anyway.
one better. I'm going to go one better. Here we go.
Hey, listen.
Come on.
Right, I'll tell you what we want to do. We want to see the gun thing for the Tabasco. We want to see the arm thing for this.
Oh my
Come on.
days.
Send them in, send them in, send them in.
Send the pepper, fam.
Look at
you know
that.
about the pepper. Listen, if you don't send me the pepper, you're not coming in. No, Joe.
So I might do the rest of the show like this. Move the hat out of the way.
Days, Steve.
So
You actually
anyway,
killed it. Man, actually.
So anyway, listen.
Oh my.
Listen, I'm not being funny. D&B hit. There's also Jungle hit, Rave hit, UK Garage hit. But you know what? D&B hit is the one.
You've been putting in
working
the work,
out,
brother.
bruv, working out. There's a big team of people behind this. I got a big up like Michael, Lee, Matilda, Clive, James, Milton, Bridge, Funky.
Wow.
I think I'm missing someone. If I missed you, I'm so
Man's
sorry.
got about 20 man then behind him helping him get the thing, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why you're set. You're good to go, bro. Like,
Look, see these fresh
man's got 20 people behind him.
Yeah.
Come on, brother. Big ass, man. Bro, you killed me, baby.
Do you know what?
Oh, my.
Shall I leave it? That's not going to turn you on that one. I bet. Hold on a minute. I think, I'll do the show like that, I think. Yeah. That's good. You know, someone's just locked in now and just goes, what?
Double, triple take, man.
That's a
triple take. That's a neck snapper. It's like, neck snap. You get me? But listen, big up sort of the massive, big up.
dnbhit.com.co.uk. Go and check it out.
Man's getting his thing, promoting it hard, right. You know. Go on, fam. It's all good. Bants with Phants. Come on, I told you guys, this is the first one we've ever done, to be honest. And I want to, as I said, I've been saying for a lot of time on my streams, I want to do something a little bit different because obviously you guys are always there. I will come and do these little live shows and stuff, and bang, bang, I go, yeah, Scatty, yeah, it's all good. But I want to do something which is a little bit more. Just a little bit more chilled, a little bit more one-to-one, to get some questions in and engage with people a little bit more. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, so I'll big up Phants.
He's been on to me for like...
I said it ages ago, like near the beginning of thingy. But we've all had things to do, you know what I mean? Bits and pieces to sort out. I've had a little one as well. I've moved, so there's been lots of stuff going on.
She is gorgeous, mate.
I'm
not even being funny. When I see her. She was a bit bigger than the fresh head pack. But honestly, mate, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. Big up, Sherry.
Come on, you don't know each and every time. So what are we saying? Have we got any questions there, bro?
Yeah, do you know what? Can you get someone? I'm just going to quickly share this to my page. Let me see what I can share. Sorry, guys, I just want to share this to my page. So, Skibbs, you got any questions? I've got loads of questions. You got that many questions?
Well, there's 322 comments,
that can't
bro.
Oh, comments. I thought you said questions.
Well, I don't know about questions. How are you getting the questions? Are you just getting it on the actual?
Share to a page.
Let's have a look, man, and see if anyone any questions that you can see, because I'm just these are just all comments at the moment.
No, because basically there's
1 second, let me turn it down.
No. You know what it is? I actually put some questions the other day.
Oh, you got some there, yeah?
Yeah.
All
so so basically,
yeah.
One person. Talk. Let's just keep it on the gym vibe, right?
Gym.
Somebody sent me a message earlier, and they asked me to ask you.
Okay.
Are you going to make another one of those gym videos?
What, with that?
Yeah.
Oh,
the thing is, will I be in it this time?
This guy. Well, listen, if you've been to the Pentagon, you can see I've got a gym set up outside on the top.
But bruv, those weights, they're only like 2.5.
Well,
they're not even that heavy,
that's
yeah?
what I'm working with
I see
right
your
now,
little
bruv.
nephew who's about 8.
Listen,
like,
I'm rebuilding myself back up, brother. So it's going to take a hot minute, you know what I mean? It's not like all quick like that. But I don't know, man. That was just a random thing that we just done. I can't even remember why we did that. It was so random, to be honest. And I've never been able to live it down, man. Every year it comes up again, like, yo, Scoobs are in the gym. Like, I don't know, it's just so mad.
Do you know what? That would be great if you did a new version, a 2020 version.
2020
do you know what I mean? People need entertainment right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know that funny Bants with Phants, that's crazy. All right, we're saying,
some questions, right. So basically, serious questions. Someone said, how did we come up with our names?
What, our original MT and DJ names? Well, to be honest, me personally, I mean, I kind of just stumbled into the whole drum and bass MCing thing, to be honest.
Yeah, but how did you come up with the name?
My name was Skibadee before I even started MCing.
I didn't. I actually genuinely didn't know that.
Yeah, my name was Skibadee. My name was Skibadee Boy. That's what man they used to call me. It's just like, you know what? I've always done this thing of coming up with. I've always had my own slanguage. Let's put it that way. I've always had my own slanguage. You know what I mean? And the guys that I was kind of knocking about, right, it was like, I don't know what it is. They was like, yo, Skibadee Boy. And that just stuck with me. So when I stumbled into this MCing thing, I was actually trying to think of a new name to go with. couldn't think of anything in time or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just go with Skibadee.
Skibadee.
And that was
Okay.
it.
Yeah, mine was Six Pack Steve.
Oh, 6-pack Steve.
No, you know what it is.
Fantasy,
I actually, my name come from the rave Fantasy, which was September the 30th, 1989. If you want to know more about that, a little bit more about that story, you can either read the book or you can go and look at the SASS
How's
documentary.
The book doing, man? How is the
Book's
book
done
doing,
really
actually?
well. It was a year out the other day.
A year?
Yeah, 1 year already.
Bloody hell, that's
What's
crazy.
happening with your book? You're supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on that, but he's been away, innit, man? Bro, come on, man. I've had a lot on the last couple
I
of
know
weeks,
you've had a
please.
lot on,
I've
but come on,
had a hell
bro.
of
You can
I've
put a
had
few
hell of
hours aside away to write. Do you know what I mean?
All right, yes. Oh, let me give a couple of shout outs, man. Big up Mr. Zablocker. Come on. This is what I want to do, you know. This is perfect, man. So, like,
Yeah.
and the things coming.
Come on,
This
then,
is
big
it.
'em
Come on. Big up Chloe Morad. Big up your chest. Old tight Carlito's way. Come on, Don.
Nice rack fantasy from Jamie.
Six
Big
pack
up,
Steve.
Jamie.
Where's the 6-pack Steve, you know? Old tight the Zablocker. Big up Cherie. Yes. 6-pack Steve, you know. You're killing it. Buy Fantasy's book. Come on, old tight Vicky on that one. Don't know. Little promo there. Your
Is
book
that our
so,
Vicky?
bro,
Vicky,
listen-
Vicky?
Yeah, that's Vicky,
Ah,
Vicky,
big up
man.
Vicky,
Come on,
man.
I'm putting her on the table, and she's got.
Oh,
free.
yeah. Oh, wicked. Okay, yeah,
man,
brilliant.
She's good to go,
Yeah,
man. Big up
Vicky's
Anne-Marie
top,
Cole as well. Old time.
Big up Kate as well.
Big up Melly, Jamaica.
Secret
Old
Jungle is
Gerard.
massive.
Oi. Big up my guy, Gerard Concrete. Respect, love that, mate. Big ups, and big ups Vicky as well. Old tight the Link Master. Every time I come in and do a set, I got the Link Master. Finds my set and post it out because everybody says, yo, where's the set? Where do you get the set
Okay.
from? But I got loads of links from doing this thing, brother. We're good to go, mate. You know, you want to see some
just
of them? But
that's-
anyway,
yeah.
this is just my thing, innit? So big up Gerard. Don't delay. Come and bring a supporter today. Listen, I've got man them just on it. Getting them
Love
and
that.
support.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
big
I've
up
been
Jordan,
watching it. I've been looking into some of the live streams. Some of them I haven't commented. I've just watched. Do you know what I mean? But do you know what? While we're talking about your live stream and bigging up all of the supporters and everything,
Yeah.
some of the sets you've been playing
Yeah.
have been sick.
Bro,
And
listen.
like, for example, like one of the DJs. First of all, I want to say, the female DJs that you've been playing have been like sick.
Bro, even
Absolutely
I was
sick.
totally amazed. You know what? I mean, I've said it loads of times on my streams, and I don't know. I'll ask you as well because obviously you're a DJ. But like most of the girls that I've come across recently doing these, they've always seem to be like dark rollers, like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, it's just a bit strange.
Bruv,
to me.
it's mad, isn't
Why-
it? And
why
you
is
look
that?
at them and they just look
eat
so
sweet and
lovely,
sweet
it's sweet
innocent,
innocent,
like,
and
they're
they're
like
just like, you're
bottle
just
milk.
thrashing out
And
some
then,
nasty bit. Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just like, what's going on? Why is that? What's the general
I
consensus
think
about that? I
the
don't
thing
even-
is there's been a big shift in the music, and I think it's actually a positive shift.
yeah, it's good,
Because,
man.
like, whilst I respect all forms of drum and bass, I
Mm.
think, for me personally, the foghorn thing is kind of a bit. It's
Well,
kind of a.
It's you know what it is.
It's good, but it is, but I think what it is it's like anything, isn't it? When everybody jumps on it,
It's,
it kind of just kills it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So,
it's the same with everything. You know, when you're hot, you know what I mean. People seem to kind of.
but
jump,
these
jump on you
guys,
and that.
these guys that are these like
Kids.
guys coming through, and like they're taking this pandemic by the cahoonies,
And that's
and
what I said.
they're making it work, and I love that. You know what I mean? I tell you what, I got to say, I got to big her up. There's a DJ Cara.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you
She's
now,
sick, brother.
so impressed.
She's
Like
bang, bang.
with, I mean, everything she does is like bang, bang, bang. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I've even had promoters saying to me, "Who's this?"
He's that
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
she just does everything right. So all you people coming through, like just watch what car. Not everything. It's not just about playing because like everybody can
Cara's
play,
getting a
but it's
living boost.
everything. But it's
No,
everything
she's
that
sick,
goes
she's
around.
sick. Well, listen, I'm gonna
this
big
is
up-
the
I'm
whole
gonna big
thing.
up my-
But there's others there as well.
Lexi, bro.
That set the other day was sick.
She's bang,
That was sick. And I got to big up Georgina Phoenix. I mean, some of the tunes she's made.
Yeah,
Oh my
I haven't even
god,
heard of her. Who's that?
bruv. I'm not being. This is what I'm saying, bruv. Wait till you hear the tunes that this girl has made.
It's good. You
I
know
actually
what?
found it online, and I know her boyfriend, and I hit him up, and I was like, bruv, what's happening with it? And he's like, oh no. I was like, bruv, I signed that.
Yeah.
Straight, yeah, signed 2
Oh,
tunes.
wow,
They were
easy.
that bad. I was like, oh my god.
She made them,
And bruv, she's sick, and she did. And I said to him, "Did you help her?" He went, "No, she won't let me." And I laughed, and I was like, because he's a sick producer as well.
Yeah.
But no, she won't let him touch it at all. Do you know what I mean?
There's loads. I mean,
But that's just touching the iceberg. There's a Jazzy Lioness. I thought she's sick as
done
well.
Medusa, she does her thing.
Sorry?
Medusa.
No,
You haven't heard of
no,
Medusa? Yeah, she's
Medusa?
doing
No,
her thing.
sorry.
There's a bunch of them coming through, but you know, I was just thinking to myself like, yo, 10, 15 years ago, like within the scenes, there was not DJ Rap.
Well, that would have been more than 15 years.
Yeah,
That would have been like
but how
20
many,
something years ago,
you know,
wouldn't
say
it?
20 years.
Yeah,
You know,
Rap.
so that's good
Lady
thing
V Dubs. I mean, she's sick. And there's like there's loads of like girls out there that do their thing and that. But I think during this lockdown, I've just been most impressed. But don't get me wrong, there's some sick geezers out there as well.
mate.
I got to big up Kinetics, like that guy that you put on your
sick.
thing. Kinetics,
Kinetics
he's
is
wicked.
fire, man.
Who's you put me onto someone else the other day? I'm trying to think who it was.
There's so many, you know.
There's ACAS, he's sick as well.
There's loads of them, man. They're really big up. Yeah, big up Kinetics. Come on, brother. Big up Bell Shep as well. Big up and big up.
Also, big up M-Tox in Evoke. They're doing their bits. Love them guys.
Oh, yeah, big up Pengo. I got one.
Pengo,
Pengo. DJ Gore as well. Gore.
Yeah.
There's the next to you, Toby Ross. Listen,
Oh yeah, he was talking to me about Toby Ross. Yeah.
Toby Ross is.
See, like the thing is, this is what I love. Like, I don't know everything, right? But I like to learn. And the beautiful thing about this music and this industry is you just keep learning. You just keep learning. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like I've been mentioning loads of sick DJs, lots of new producers coming through here. I wish I would get that excited about loads of MCs, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean,
I've heard a couple here and there, but not. You know, like I've stumbled across these DJs and been like, "Yo, this guy's sick. Yo, what you saying, bro?" And they're like, "Oh my god."
Do you think it's easier to be a DJ these days, Dan? Because the problem is like, if you take the history of MCs within our scene, they've always kind of had someone leading the way, like whether it be Stevie, Hyper D, God rest his soul, Fearless, GQ, yourself. Shabs, Det, you know what I mean? You've kind of had, and then like more recently, Azza and Grimer, like Harry, Evil Beat, Azza and Grimer, obviously Bass Trigger. You know that even going back before that, like I don't know if you remember Man Paris.
Yeah, that is
Man Paris. He was sick. He was like more of a host, but he was sick. And then Lenny was a don. Big Long John. Like Bassman's brother. This is, we're going way back now. But you know, what it is, there's always been people that have led the way. And I think that what I find, and I'm a big supporter of MCs, and I have been for years, is like you'll get someone who's popular, like let's take Azza and Grimer, and then what it is the next batch all sort of kind of sound a little bit.
Listen,
and it was a bit like when you were.
Well, as I said, it's always happened. That's why you've been saying with the folk horn thing. You know what? It's the same with MC and like, yo, when Skibba Shabba was hot, all my days, everybody was like, most up and coming MCs know the whole Auto Trader lyric in full. Yeah. Why? Because everybody was just listening hard and wanting to do that.
But talking about MCs, and I think this is something that Skibs doesn't really get the credit for. If you think about Tiny Temper and Gets and all like some of these guys that have gone Lethal Bizzle, Lethal Bizzle, all these guys that have gone on to become pop stars. When we've been at shows with them, they've been like so gassed to see you and Shabs. And I'm like a bit like, I'm kind of gassed to see you, like you know what I mean, like because they are proper safe guys. But I love the way that they. See what it is when they were kind of coming through and wanting to be MCs, like you were that guy. Do you understand what I mean? 100%. But what I love is they took influence of you on stage, and then what they did is they went and done their own
and
thing. Look at that. They become they're pop stars. They're like massive household names. I mean, I've seen Lethal B on adverts and all sorts
TV
of stuff.
Adverts, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Can I just say I'm looking in the monitor and
oh my gosh.
Anyway,
he's getting fruity. He's getting fruity, ain't he? He's getting fruity.
So
anyway.
Do you know what? Listen, we want to So you know, look, there's some amazing DJs.
So turn the volume up, please. Turn the volume up.
Turn the volume. I think is it Skibber or me? Because I'm like right up against the mic.
It's probably me then, isn't it? It's
probably
me.
You,
yeah. Is that what everyone's saying?
Yeah.
Skibber, turn your mic up. All right. Is that right?
Actually, there's a question about that.
What's that now?
A guy called Dan, and he said,
"No grime scene without Skibs and Shabs. Come on, big up some old type Cherie, yes, but big up Alexis, Roberts,
I can't find
big
my
up
phone. My phone's over there.
Yeah, who's on this? Like, I get a lot of people here talking about the event, you know, and about coming and everyone's trying to link up and stuff. What's the situation with that? I mean,
Hey Scott, I have been doing a Rari workout.
What is that? You're a spunk. What? You're a spunk bubble. Old type the sub blocker. Come on, Skibba the original Don. Come on, old type the Nationator. Yes.
Cool. Listen, you know what? One thing we're gonna do is with this event, right? We're gonna have laughs and jokes, and
that's what it's about.
Skibs, am I allowed to tell him about what you're gonna?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so basically, what he's planning to do is go to everybody's table and sit with them and like have a little joke with them, and you know what I mean. So it's a bit more of a personal thing rather than a an event of them
Just
and
right.
us.
Well, you
It's,
know what
it's
it
a
is?
it's a family
That's
unit.
what it is.
You know
Every
what I mean?
event you've ever go to, you get your DJs, your MCs, and you get a big metal gate. Don't come over here. You know what I mean? But we're trying to break barriers. We're trying to just come a little bit different. You know what I mean?
I remember, it's funny you say that. I remember we played. I think we'd done Rampage.
Yeah.
And the week after, I was playing at this place in Guildford.
Yeah.
And this girl come up to me and she goes, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Oh." And she went, "No, what I mean is like, I was just watching you live at Rampage in front of 20,000 people the other day.
Yeah.
And now you're here in a club that I was like 1,000 people." And I was like, the difference is, you can come and talk to me here.
Yeah.
If we at Rampage, it's so
It's not happening as far.
you get brought in at the back. You're backstage. It's like this whole big. It's like a whole nother big.
It's highly unlikely that you'll get to say you're right, mate.
And you don't. The way it's all set up, it's like so difficult to get out to where because like me and Mackie last time we were there, we went out into the rave, and I think we watched Chasing Status and like. But it was a bloody chore. Like, we had to go all the way around the houses just to get to the front. So I can, so the thing is like going to this party, you're going to be able to like get up close and personal, have a little laugh and a joke with us.
I think it's, I mean, as I said before, we've all stopped raving, we've all stopped doing what we're accustomed to for so long now. And I just think when we go back to, it has to be different.
In what way?
Here you go. MC coming around to each individual.
No, you can't.
It's
What
just
are you
different.
talking about? Like
Not
when we
every
go
rave,
back,
no.
let's say we go to Rampage, you're just going to come off stage and walk through the crowd.
No. But
That's
Rampage.
IC3's got that coin.
Rampage. God
like
knows.
you got the money shot.
How far away is Rampage? God, I mean, it's having events like that where it's rammed
April.
off. Is it definitely going to be on now?
Yeah, be on. I think
I'm not
from
so.
what,
I'm
right,
not 100%. I don't know.
Basically, from
fingers
what I'm
crossed,
hearing.
obviously.
Oh yeah, actually, I got to address this. Right.
Go on,
Let's talk about what's happening out there right now.
Yeah, go on. Let's see what you got to say.
Basically, obviously, everyone can see what's happening in the news. Everybody can see that there's talk of a second wave. Whilst we've got to take this thing serious, because I'm definitely one that believes it's real. I'm not one of these, it's a load of bollocks. I actually think it's a real thing. I know people that are affected with it. Thank God I do not know anyone that has become a victim to it. So thank the Lord for that. However, I think what we're going to have to do is like, that we are going to have to adapt until then. But there has to be a point where we have to go back to some sort of normality. And what it is, there's a group there's an organisation out there called the NTIA, the Nighttime Industry Association.
Okay,
now,
you mentioned that.
Yeah. Now I met these guys. Me and Harry did a thing when we were working at YouTube Building. We had an interview with the NTIA. So that was 4 or 5 years ago. So that's
that was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, that's how long ago that I've known these guys. And the work they do, they're the people that got Fabric reopened. That's how much.
Oh wow.
They're really influential.
When they got shut down.
When Fabric got shut down, they were part of like getting it reopened. They're basically the people behind We Make Events. I actually wrote it down on my Instagram because someone tried to question me about why we're not using our social media to promote a hashtag. I keep
forget what it was. There's
I
lots
keep
of them.
forgetting. There's so many, but the thing is, I said, look, there is a lot of work going on in the background. Now, there was supposed to be on the 26th September, but it had to be basically cancelled because it was supposed to be a march for freedom to dance. Because for those that wouldn't know, in 1990, the similar thing happened with the government where they were shutting down illegal raves. And what happened is the people were getting fed up and because everywhere was getting locked off. So they did a march on Trafalgar Square, Freedom to Dance. And what's happened is I actually got in contact with the people that own that brand and got them on board because they see it's kind of like history repeating itself 30 years later. I see the same thing going on then as going on now. However, the difference between now is there's a pandemic. Before it was just shutting down illegal raves. The thing is NTIA, I've got big up Mike Kill. I don't know if you ever watch Sky News, BBC, Channel 4, ITV. He's always on there talking about the nighttime industries. I've got big up Mike Kill. And then also as well, Silvana, Alan. There's like Grace. There's a massive team. Honestly, massive team of people that are in the background. They're the people that galvanise the whole industry, from Carl Cox to Fatboy Slim to Skibadee, SAS, everybody. To get behind the campaigns like we make Let Us Dance.
Let Us Dance.
Yeah, We Make Events. They were behind that. So the thing is all of these petitions that are going on, they're pretty much organised by these people to help the government, and they are in contact with the government. Like today, there was something that went on. I did actually want to watch it before I come, but today just went like that.
Yeah, it was so quick. Fast at the moment.
Yeah, so there is things happening in the background. I put a post on my Insta about maybe a month ago saying there is things happening, and that's because like I'm every day talking to people in the background about this, that, and the other. But the thing is I'm just not in that zone of getting off the phone and tweeting about it because or posting about it because I think it's only worth posting about something when it's ready.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like for example, we've been talking about this for how long?
For a long time.
And then today's the first time we posted about it.
Yeah. Because
what's the point? We posted about it 2 months ago. Everyone will be like, by the time we get to now, they'll be like, do you know what I mean?
Big up Dasmini, just big up some of these heads. Big up Dasmini, Shane Bignall, big up your chest brother, Mr. Zablocker, yes, old tight Jake Lang, old tight India, big up your chest, old tight Dave Buckwell, yes, G, bless up, old tight Helen Kane, come on, big up your chest.
So do you know what? I got some shouts here to say big up to Kate, big up Vicky, big up Jim Stovall, Tim Norwood, Alfonso Bonzi.
Come on. Alfonso.
Big up DJ Junglist, Steve Cobbler. Oh my God, is that Cobbsy?
Yeah, listen,
oh my God.
People coming out the woodwork.
Medusa like, Stone. Is that Medusa? Is that DJ
I think
Medusa
it could possibly be.
Big up Jason Judge. Oh, you know what? Supreme Being. He's got some music coming. Man.
Yeah, I want to hear that, man. I want to hear that, man.
Big up John.
Give me a tune, bro. Let's do a tune, bro.
Big up Jake, Alice, Alicia.
Big up Daniel Walker, big up Cammy as well, big up Cam, old tight Gerard, HC Edwards, yo Skibber, you're doing good, man. Big up some old tight Chloe Morad, all the crew, Maximum Boost on old tight the Link Master, yes.
So listen, we want to talk about something that's very, very serious, and it's not just in the music. I think it's just in life.
In life, of course.
Mental health.
Yeah. So where are we going with this?
I think
where do we start?
The thing is, I always remember when this whole pandemic thing come about. I always remember Boris Johnson saying, we've got to be careful about people's mental health. And it was at that point I sat back and I thought, wow, I can see why, because everyone's going, shut the airports, shut the shops, shut everything now, shut. But if you shut everything like that, you're going to make everyone go, what's going on?
Yeah.
And they had to and I kind of understood why they were gradually shutting it down, because once they shut down, even though they didn't say we're going to shut down for 2 weeks, they just said we're shutting down. They didn't know how long they were shutting down for.
Do you think that they went about things right?
I don't think anybody would have been able to deal with it. If me and you were running government, everyone would hate us.
Would you not say that they should have locked the country down a little bit earlier?
The only thing I think that they definitely should have done was stop people coming into the country, because I live by Heathrow's. You know, I see the planes are still coming every 2 minutes,
so
mate.
It's coming in, you're one of the first to get it.
Well, that's it. Like basically West London, all that West London, Slough, all that area. Yeah, that was like one of the worst hit for London at first, because everybody was getting off the planes. But what it is like the thing is I think mental health has been an issue way before the pandemic, but I think the pandemic has basically heightened it. And you know, there's been a few times. Do you know, I was thinking about this today because I knew we were going to talk about this. I was thinking about this today. Do you know, in the whole of lockdown, you're the only person that's actually called me when we hadn't spoke for maybe about a week and gone, you're right.
Yeah.
And one other person, I was actually thinking about it today. I was thinking, rah,
come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but you're all locked. Yeah. No, not really. You're not.
Do that,
man.
I
remember,
checking on your people sometimes, and that's one of the biggest things, you know. And that's why, you know, mental health sometimes, you know, a little message or a little call, it goes a long way. You know what I mean? You never know what people are going through. Everybody's dealing with this thing in their own way. And sometimes, you know, like you said, you had somebody call you up and say, yo, why are you not doing this? You have to allow people to deal with things in their own way. Sometimes everybody's different. Do you know what I mean? You might think, oh yeah, I think this, so why are you not doing it? You can't really force it. You don't know what people are going through. People are going through their own situations. For some, it's harder than others for the same. They might be the same situation, but for this person, it's easy to deal with. For that person, it's like, so, you know, you have to always take that into account, really and truly.
No, definitely. And I think, you know, like the thing is, you know, I remember during this pandemic, a few friends of mine, you know, that uncertainty period where no one really knew what was going on. Like, you know, people were scared.
People were definitely, but me, you know, I'll be honest, after a little while, after about, say, the second, third or fourth week, you know, it was just, you know, everyone's coming out, clapping for the NHS and stuff like that. but it's like everywhere you look, it's something to do with it. It's just got a little bit too much, to be honest. It almost got to the extent where I was like, you know what, somebody would say, "Oh yeah, this is gonna happen." I'm like, "Bro, I don't want to know." It's just like it just gets a bit too much after
the
a
thing
while.
is, I think it's good to keep up with affairs, but I think the problem is like when it's just like the same thing,
remix,
constantly,
just
all the time.
remix.
It just that becomes like that'll mess with your head anyway. But I think, listen, just to kind of, you know, this is something that, you know, we could talk about for hours, but I think talking to people is really important.
It's one of the most important things. I think, you know,
communication
with, you know, one thing I found is, you know, everybody's going through different things or whatever, but just, you know, expressing what you're going through and feeling comfortable telling other people about. That's why there's a lot of people. You got this whole Facebook Live, innit? Facebook, Instagram, and it's all about pictures and posting up things. Hey, this is all happy.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. It can be a bit fake. Well, it can be fake. You know, everyone's not always happy.
Don't
innit?
believe everything you see.
Yeah, everyone's not always happy.
But believe this.
You'll see it deflated next week. Like, shit. But anyway, no, real talk though. Like, you know, just beware of it. You know, other people just deal with things in different ways, really and truly. And so you really got to be aware of that. And I think also, you know, in the music, you know, I mean, everybody's been hit hard in one way or another. But for us guys, you know what I mean? And
everybody's
earnings,
been hit. Well, I mean, everything has been hit. But I just think what you got to do is you just got to kind of know that it will, you know, one day we'll get to the other end. I'll tell you one thing I've got to say.
Go on.
Edwina Curry trolling the music industry. I mean, like, seriously. And you know the maddest thing is, guys, anyone who replies to her, if you reply to her using like
profanity.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. My elocution was not up to speed there. But if you reply to her with like basically telling her where to go, what it is they love it. Like she's like, she's about 70, 80 years old. Like she's in the at-risk category. She don't really care if we ever go to a club again, because like as far as she's concerned, she's done her life. Well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but she's kind of had her fun. She's
Party.
like she's partied out, you know, like, and all that stuff. But what it is like, but the thing is like if you're engaging with these people, what we've got to do is just remember there's a lot of really intelligent people. And like sophisticated, they're like articulate.
So if you're gonna say something,
just say it in the right way, because like the thing is, we already have people look down at the music industry like it's some third-rate kind of thing, and they don't really care. I mean, what was the thing I see the other day about going some lady, I can't remember her name, basically go and get a proper job, and it is a proper job.
Yes,
I tell you what, I just thought of something. Right, I remember years ago, I went to the job centre. This is like 1990.
This is probably
95. It was a long time ago.
I think it was probably 1920.
Back then, in the black and white. It was all black and white.
So carry on.
No, but the thing is, I always remember like the guy behind the desk. And when I think about it now, I think if I was watching myself then, I'd probably slap myself. But I remember the guy. He goes to me, "So what do you do?" And I went, "I'm a DJ." And he went, "That's not a proper job."
Oh, wow.
And I went, "What do you mean it's not a proper job?" And he went, "No, you need to get a proper job." And I went, "Mate, I earn more money than you."
Yeah.
And he went, "What are you doing here then?" And I was like, "I'm going to punch him up." Like, I was that mad. But we was having a bit of a two-throw. And then I thought to myself, what I should have done is just shut my mouth and just said no. And I was like, "Yeah, fuck you." You know, the usual, fuck you, the funny thing you talk to. And all that shit. And a bit of bravado. And he obviously was like, "Oh, you better leave." And I said, "I'm fucking going." And all this shit. And I just remember thinking, they don't take it serious.
No,
like, and that
they
was
don't.
like,
They don't.
that was back then.
They don't. And same thing with my parents. Yo, what do you do for a job? And sitting like, psh, it's just not really cutting it. African parents are like, mate, that's not cutting it, man. You go school, lawyer, doctor. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. If anything else is like, that's it.
With your shaky hand, mate, I would hate you to be my doctor.
No, you nutter.
Imagine Skibber going,
Come on.
Pass the scalpel.
Come on. It's all good. Big up Michael, man. Big up your chest, old tight Jason Miller. Miller Light, big up, brother. Come on, old tight David April. Big up your chest, old tight Vicky.
I got to say one thing. Vicky, right? She asked the question, is dishevelled a word?
You what?
Do you know what dishevelled means?
Never heard of that
All right,
before.
so do you remember that event we did at Ministry of Sound, One Away, yeah?
Yeah.
So what happened was Vicky went to a boat party. Vicky, I hope you don't mind me telling this story, but I think it's legendary. Anyway, she went to a boat party.
Yeah.
And then she turned up at Ministry.
Yeah.
And when I see her, I just said to her, "Right, you look dishevelled." and she didn't know what it meant. And what it is it was like, so she went home and searched it out and realised what it was and hit me up the next day. It was like, rah.
Dishevelled. What does it mean?
Dishevelled
Enlighten us, because I ain't got a clue.
Good. Dishevelled, it kind of meant, she was like, oh, I can't really explain it. Like, she looked like she'd been on a 6-day session.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And does anyone know what dishevelled means? You lot might be able to explain it better. Like, put it in the comments for Skibs. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, the thing is, yeah, she looked dishevelled. So she actually has asked, is dishevelled a real word?
Oh, wow.
You know it is because you searched it up. And I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind me telling that story, but
she said, no, Phants, no. She said, Phants, no. No, what's going on, Phants? What are you doing, bro?
Kate knows.
Come on, scatty doctor, bro. Come on, old tight Lisa Always, big up your chest. Big up Vicky, big up Kate as well. Old tight Ida, yes. To get to the point, where can you do music full time if you have to work hard? Sad that some people can't appreciate that.
That's a really good question, Mo. Do you know what though? You'd be surprised how many artists in the scene, not just drum and bass, in all music, have actually got a 9 to 5.
A 9 to 5, yeah.
Honestly, it's like
some people are smart, innit? Because what it is with music, you should really always have something else to fall back on. You can never really guarantee like.
Well, that's why I got my body done like this, because like I'm.
That's why you be running the marathon, yeah. That's why you can run the marathon. top PT exercise, man, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder if I can make it go.
Brother, come on, stop that, man. Bants with Phants. How long we been on now for?
I don't know. I don't even know. We're just chatting.
Along. Let's have a look, man. Let's see if I can see. Oh, look, 40 minutes. I think what we need to do is we need to go and have a little. I might just go. Yeah, I think I'll go on my live and then probably just go through it.
Right, so just leave me here with you. Like, hey guys, come here.
Come on, you joking? No, we even want to go and walk through the club so you guys can actually get a bit more of an insight into what it's going to be like on the night. I say on the night.
You're gonna cut this and then go.
I think so. I think that because we can't really take all this stuff with us. Do you know what I mean? So it'll probably be cut this and then we'll just have a little walk through so you guys can see exactly what's going on. I really want to show you the food area. Because it smelled so nice when we walked through there. I was like, oh my days, it's proper. Do you know what I mean? But listen, big ups to all the massive, to all the crew. Is there anything else in particular you want to touch on today?
No, not really.
What are we saying? We're going to try and make do something like this regularly or something, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, maybe we do once a year. But you know what? Right, listen, just for those that keep asking, are we going to get back? We are going to get back out, like back to normal.
Yeah, man.
It's just
a matter of time. You just got to
bear with. Like when I see that message the other day, 6 months, one of the key factors is when they allow football fans into stadiums.
Yeah.
That's going to be like a kind of a bit of a green light to open up the doors.
Yeah.
But you know what? We need you lot to keep sharing, streaming, buying,
what's your
supporting.
thoughts about the whole vaccine thing? Because I heard about that they won't let this thing go. I mean, what was said on the news the other day? It's not going to go back to normal until there's a vaccine for COVID. So I mean,
but the thing is like,
I think a lot of people are scared about that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm definitely not going to be first in line for it. No. But the thing is like, what we got to think about is, there's so many sort of diseases and viruses that they haven't got a vaccine for. But there's one thing that I think everyone's like missing. There's some people to follow online. Professor, I can't remember his name, Krostoff or something like that. He's like always, ever since like being.
Oh, I know you're talking about Professor Skibadee. That's come on,
that's it. I forgot to do. Actually, I want to find out bloody question what someone said about the dog bar.
Professor Skibovsky. Skibovsky.
But anyway, we will get back to normal at some point. So you just have to just bear with it. I mean, it's very frustrating for all the artists. There is a lot of things happening in the background.
Yeah.
As I say, I know there was discussions in Parliament. And apparently, from what in the groups I'm in, the MPs that put it forward were really articulate about how important culture, the music and culture, arts and culture, music culture, everything is to the UK economy. I mean, you said something to me earlier, and I was like, it was wicked, and I was like, I'm trying to think of what it was about, how important the UK music has
if you think about it, like
to the world,
like when we was growing up,
in the past few years,
even when I was growing up, everything was like American rappers, everything was stateside kind of dominated. I personally think the stateside kind of dominated.
Yeah.
Well, we was all influenced by America.
Yeah,
That's why It took me
You
long.
used to chat like rapping American, innit?
Not
It's like,
really,
yo, we're gonna bust
but
our
it
flow.
definitely opened my eyes when I went to an event and saw UK guys on the stage,
Yeah.
and that was the first time I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, I want to do that!" Bam,
Yeah.
and it was straight onto it. So you know, Ed Sheeran's, Stormzy,
Yeah,
UK,
there's, like, so many
we're
great-
up there. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so we was kind of flying the flag. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people around the world musically was looking to the UK.
No, I think you're right. There's one thing I think that is a bit of a shame, I suppose, is like there is the percentage of people that go out. I mean, look, if you think about it, I'd say even like the places that are locked down, a majority of the country are back at, like, even if they're working from home, they're back at work, or obviously the people got, sadly that have been made redundant and everything, they're having to find work. But what it is life, like my dad, life is normal for him. He's like, I was talking to him about a week ago. I was like, yeah, government's saying another 6 months, and he's like, oh, are they? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, how's it for you? And he's like, no, but that's what I'm saying. Life is normal for certain people, and
for
like,
a lot of people.
I was thinking about this today because obviously when we knew we were coming here, we were thinking about what we're going to talk about and everything, and life is normal for a lot of people.
Well, there's
man.
some people, like there are some people out there that just literally wasn't affected by this. Or there's some people that even got more work out of it. Some people. So it's, as I said,
well, I mean, like, I see this thing online the other day. It wasn't online. This morning with Holly and Phil.
Yeah.
They did a piece on blow up dolls.
Okay.
Yeah, bruv, proper morning telly. I was sitting there like, are they having a laugh? Like, why are they doing this? This is like not really. This is like a past 9 p.m. kind of watershed thing.
Wow.
They actually did a piece on it, and I was like, but anyway, this person was saying that that their business is booming. So I think, are we going to cut it there?
Listen, all right.
He's just hit me under the table going, how can we invest? How can we invest?
Bro, listen, everything was going fine until it's getting into triple X rated territory now. Listen, we need to stick it in reverse. Like, all right. Stick it in reverse, blow up dolls, oh my days. All right, wicked, man. I think that's that. So listen, I think we need to take a little break here, and we need to just get things set up, and then maybe just have a little walk through outside. I really want to show you guys what it's like at Come Down with Ski to make sure you guys look at. I'm watching myself. Can't. But yeah, listen, big ups to all the massive. Thank you very much for coming through and just checking it out. I know it's something real different, a bit weird.
No, Scott, I didn't buy one. Skibadee and I.
Oh, man bought tree, I was just trying to have a tree, a quadruple and some out here, bro. Anyway, listen. Yeah, it's all good. All right, guys, listen, we're going to cut it, man. But if you're still about in like 5-10 minutes, I would like you guys to try and jump in again and just have a little look and just check out the venue. It's really sick, man. I really like the way the venue's all set out. It looks really good. Good energy, good vibes, and I reckon it's going to be sick on the day. So don't forget, it's the 25th of October, Vauxhall Beer Garden.
Yeah, so basically, it's got to be called Vauxhall Beer Garden for licensing laws. But what it is actually the Garden of Fire and Light.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, we're not allowed to advertise
to promote it like that.
But the thing is, it's COVID friendly. It's COVID safe. Yeah. All within government guidelines. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. And you're going to be able to get Skibba come and sit at your table.
Come
on,
man. I'm trying to do it, man. I've even got a couple other MCs coming down. Yeah. Got a couple of
They weren't allowed to advertise that because apparently the government rules are if you chat over 85 dB, you're going to catch it.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've got some guys coming down on a so, you know what I mean? Make sure you get your asses down there, sort out those tickets ASAP because they're going really fast, I do believe, you know what I mean? So listen, we're going to cut the transmission for about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll be back, and then we'll just have a little walk through the actual club so you guys can see what's really going on, and then, hopefully we catch you guys soon and hopefully see you at the event. And that's the 25th of October. What's the times on that? What's the time
1 p.m. to 8 p.m.
1 p.m. till 8. We got it all into one session now. We just thought it'd be much better to just do it all in one session. You know what I mean? It's just get a bit more longer out of it, innit?
And all right, guys. 90 minutes of free drink.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't forget to tell you guys. Yeah, fresh shares. We're going to have one of these, pack of these on every single table as well. So you guys will be good. You won't get too wasted, and at least you wake up fresh the next morning. Yeah. All right. So guys, I'm out of here. Peace. What that? Jeez.
What that? Look. Shall I get my? I know we got our theme tune.
Cut.
Stay still.
We're gonna have to set something like that up.
Stay still. everyone will think the page is frozen. See you later, people.
Listen, what are we supposed
Much
to do?
love. Stay safe.